This video shows how teachers can engage students throughout a lesson. During my lesson, I'll have a small group that is working on identifying and developing 3 types of patterns. I decided to open up my small group with just a fun, quick book that engages the students, gets them talking, gets them, talking about what a pattern is, where we can find patterns. Just let them identify that there's patterns in everyday life. Within the book, you'll see that there's patterns on animals, on sailboats, on games that we play. So just getting them talking, getting them engaged, and knowing what we're going to do that day. After we went through the book, we talked about if any of our friends had on patterns, if there was any patterns in the room. Just gave them another opportunity to identify if there's a pattern. The other thing, after we did that, I gave them farm-themed pictures of animals or farmers, haystacks, just different kinds of farm-themed pictures. And then they had to start making their own patterns. I had a visualization of, what an AB pattern looks like, and then they developed an AB pattern using those farm-themed pictures. I think what really engaged the students during this activity was having it be hands-on. Anytime that you can have a hands-on activity, it keeps them engaged, keeps them focused, keeps them really learning about what your lesson is about. The other couple things are being able to have everybody have their own pictures. So they were always busy. There was no downtime. When I was helping out another child, they were able to do something. They weren't just sitting there waiting on me to direct them or to help them. The other thing was, with the small groups, you have low wait time, so they didn't have the long period of time of waiting for me to come in and talk to them about their pattern. There was a couple different things that came up with my video as far as engagement. One was that I noticed that a student was not engaged at a certain time, and I think that was because our small groups were too close together. So I guess that's something that we should think about within small groups, making sure you have the space that you need in order to, keep the children focused on what you're saying and not what another teacher is saying. So really keep the small groups spread out. And then the other thing I noticed, and with any 3 and 4-year-old, they're gonna get sidetracked, and so that's when you as a teacher have to decide, okay, can we move on? Do we need to stop and do something else? How do I need to regain their focus? So at that time, I decided that we needed to add that third AAB pattern. So this brought her, focus back. Just with a little redirection, it brought her focus back. It got her back engaged. It gave her a new challenge of something that she can do. And so as a teacher, it's just important to overall decide if we need to move on, if students have it, or if there's another challenge that we can throw at them. So overall, I think that, the students were engaged. I did a little assessment later on in the day with their, just their knowledge or understanding of how the lesson went. They were all able to identify, to describe to me that, a pattern is something that repeats itself, and they were all able to do 2 of the 3 patterns. So I think that showed that they were engaged and really learning the concepts that I was giving them. Thank you.